So Grand Challenges is a program that's trying to bring together academic expertise across the university in different places on a series of big societal challenges. The whole theory is that a lot of the problems that we're facing are not easy problems, they're wicked problems, and the current ways of approaching those problems aren't really cutting it. But we have a real opportunity to make a difference as UCL. We've got thousands of academics, some real world leaders, and we can create a space for them to come together and to think about how are they going to innovate in terms of the research that they're developing, in the kind of solutions that they come up with. So overall, I think we can have a really profound impact here. And we've already got some good examples of how we've done that.
UCL Grand Challenges has been placed at the heart of UCL's strategic plan for 2022 to 27. And with that comes an expansion of the programme. It's an exciting time. It is evolving in two different ways, both in terms of the thematic areas that it covers, but also in terms of the scope and ambition of the programme. It is still doing the cross-disciplinary research and knowledge exchange function, but it's also bringing UCL's academic expertise to bear on our institutional operations, and also thinking about cross-disciplinarity in terms of education here at UCL as well.
We've explicitly included teaching and our operations in those grand challenges for the first time. Teaching because our students tell us that these are the things they want to know about, they want to know how to make a difference in the world, on top of or as well as their existing courses. But operations also because we're a big university, and so when we come to things like climate crisis, we have to walk the walk as well as talk the talk, and think about how we can use our cutting-edge research and our cutting-edge ability to influence the world in a way to influence our own community and our own practices, and from that learn a bit more. Now, it's important to say that everyone has a part to play in Grand Challenges, whether they're students or staff, and whether the staff are researchers, academics, or professional services staff. But by having academic leads, we give the opportunity for them to have a distinct vision. We're not going to solve every single problem immediately with the Grand Challenges just because we put together a team, but we'd like our academic leaders to work with our community to answer the question, what would most accelerate the Grand Challenge right now? And what do we most need to do? So our leaders form a focal point around which our community can coalesce that can provide academic leadership.
I am here really to try and lift up and advance everyone at UCL that is committed to trying to work to address the climate crisis, and that we're trying to push this grand challenge forward in a non-disciplinary way, to really value that strength that UCL brings in thinking about cross-disciplinary working. And UCL was a leader in this from the very beginning, from the very first days of the grand challenge. It was one of the first institutions in the world to be thinking in this way about this. And we want to keep that energy and spirit of innovation in the way that we deliver the new evolved grand challenges.
I think it is quite important that the institution, that UCL, has decided to invest the effort and the funds for mental health and well-being, which has been traditionally neglected and underfunded. And so there's a lot of reputational or institutional reputation that goes into it, and material support and goodwill.
I think there is an increasing recognition across society about importance of mental health and well-being, and importance of not just getting good treatments and effective treatments, but also the importance of prevention. And now the challenge really is to think about how to best strategically mobilize people so that we can achieve that change that we very badly need in this area.
So the Grand Challenges programme has been running for 15 years now, It started off as a fledgling initiative, but it's really grown in scale. So we have over 440 projects that we've supported, involving over 850 researchers. That's helped us to mobilise over £31 million of additional funding through those small research grants that we've provided. Each one of those projects has looked at how it can help tackle an issue and support increased action around it. So the research is published. Much of the research is quite highly cited as well because it's new and original. And then we're also creating the spaces for conversations and further knowledge sharing as well, which is demonstrating an impact. Perhaps the best examples though would be sort of examples like the Global Disability Hub or NeoTree, where we've got really clear examples where we've provided small grant funding that's catalysed projects that have then sort of blossomed and turned into much larger international initiatives that have had a really profound impact. So each one of our projects has a story to tell.
I would encourage anyone to reach out and step outside of their comfort zone, step outside of their disciplinary area and think, how can I best bring my expertise to bear on a challenge? How can I best think about what lies ahead for generational challenges to come? There are no quick solutions. And so it's about how can you help make those small incremental changes, those small incremental increases in knowledge and ways of working that will genuinely make a difference to society.